The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Free Kicks. So it's here. The World Cup is here.
I've got World Cup fever.
I do too. It's not good for my business. I'm watching a lot of soccer games.
Exactly.
But I'm enjoying it. I don't think I've enjoyed anything quite as much as I enjoyed this moment here. Let me play it for you.
2-0 against Uruguay. They came from behind twice at extreme altitude against Bolivia to draw. But they're under pressure. Huge pressure! Sensational! Folarin Balogun with the most convincing of finishes.
That made it 3-0.
Yeah, it was awesome.
USA wins 4-1, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about a lot of stuff because it is time right now for Free Kicks.
And now, Free Kicks. Free Kicks with Illinois Youth Soccer Association's Director of Coaching, Adam Howarth, and Rick Kemper.
You have it. You got World Cup fever. I can tell.
I do, yeah.
We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We've seen most of the teams now as we record this. We still haven't seen France, Argentina, or England.
Yes, yeah.
Or Portugal.
Yeah.
But we've seen most of the others.
Exactly, yeah.
So we can talk about all of that stuff. We'll talk about the USA. You know what I am loving the most so far? Well, first of all, I almost forgot.
This is the World Cup Report. The World Cup Report on Free Kicks.
Yeah, got that right. My favorite thing about this whole tournament so far is following people on Twitter who are coming to America for the first time and seeing their reactions about things here in America. Yeah. And they are loving it. They are loving America. They're loving some of the things that they're finding. They're eating at their Waffle House for the first time, or they're finding the unlimited coffee that you get. Little things like that.
That's so funny. I've seen the same thing, and also so many of them are going into cities and kind of being embraced by the cities.
Yes.
If you haven't seen or seen much of it, if you were to be in Boston, you will see the Scots have literally taken over the city.
They have.
Not only did they go to the game, congrats to them on their big win, but also they've been to the baseball game too. And they were singing at the baseball game.
At Fenway Park.
Yeah. So
that's the sort of thing I'm talking about.
They've embraced it.
And they're walking into these football stadiums, American football stadiums, and they're just, in wonder. The big video screens, the concession stands, all the different. You can have your drink at your seat.
Yeah, they're loving that. They're loving the fact that they can drink beer at their seat.
They've got vendors walking around.
Yes,
they've seen none of this before.
That's true.
And I'm loving that.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm going to recommend before we get to the actual football here is this late night show hosted by James Corden.
Yeah.
Now, James Corden is not necessarily my cup of tea. I didn't really watch him, but he's a West Ham fanatic. That's his club.
Yes, that's correct.
And he loves soccer / football. And so he tapes the show at night. It's on at midnight on Fox.
Okay,
so
it's a late one.
It's too late. I recommend taping it because here's what he's had in the first couple of shows.
Yeah.
He had Mbappe on, who speaks great English, by the way. I didn't know that.
Of course.
Mbappe, he had him playing the flute because as a kid, he played the flute. And he made him promise if he scores a goal, he's going to do this little flute thing. The next day, he had Erling Haaland on baking a cake.
Yeah, I guess he's a bit of a chef himself. He likes to do some cooking.
Yes, I guess so. So, and then last night, we're taping this on Tuesday. Last night on Monday night, he had Zlatan on, and he hooked him up to a lie detector test.
Oh my God!
And it was hilarious. He was asking him questions like, would the pregame show be better if it was all Zlatan? And Zlatan would say, Yes.
Of course. Yeah. And he's been really good, Zlatan, too, in the pregame stuff. So he's been very dry, for sure.
And just one last observation in terms of the announcers and stuff. I do think that before this World Cup is over, either Thierry Henry or Zlatan is going to punch Alexei Lalas. You could just tell the contempt that they have for him.
Yes.
So.
And there's been a few instances when Alexei said some things and they'd be like, maybe not. Yeah. So, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the future goes. Now, I like Alexei for his comments. I mean, he's obviously very pro-American.
Right.
He detests the English. Okay, that's your prerogative. He doesn't want England to win the World Cup, especially on American soil.
Right. On the 250th birthday.
On the 250th. This seems like it's set up. It's in the stars. I can feel it. But yeah, so I mean, the fact that he's so American, and they even noted that he was
right.
It was kind of cool for them to watch. He got pretty emotional before the U.S. game, so that was kind of cool.
He did, but he is kind of a tool. All right, let's talk about the games on the pitch, and we played that incredible goal. We watched this game together, USA against Paraguay.
Awesome.
When this comes out, there will be another USA game
going
on against Australia.
Friday at 2 o'clock, yep.
So if they choke on Friday, everything we say here will be meaningless. But that was, I'm going to say, that first half is the best the United States men's national team has ever played in history.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
Can you think of a better?
Well, it's so hard. Yeah, I mean, I go back to the '94 possibly. You know, when they beat Colombia. You know, when afterwards, and there was all the issues with, unfortunately, the
guy got shot.
The player died because of the mistake. So you could maybe use that as a reference, but in our time period, yeah, definitely. I mean, a fantastic performance in the first half.
They've done well but there's always been mistakes on the other team's part. This was just them playing on the front foot.
Yep.
You know, the passing was meticulous and one touch and beautiful.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Exactly. It's like watching Brazil.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, they were impressive. A great result. I mean, to win 4-1 in your opening game puts you on that notch above in terms of goal differential, which obviously is a big factor. And yeah, I mean, against a team that, you know, in the South American, obviously qualified in the South American group. So they're no pushovers.
No.
But we made them look pretty average.
We did. And I think Thierry Henry even afterwards said that he could see them going on a run, which, you know, is something. All right, then I'd say there's only one team that has been more impressive so far.
Oh, here we go.
And I think they're über alles, if you want to say it that way. That the Germans 7-1. Now Curacao, I'll grant you.
150,000 people.
Yeah, I
Congratulations, you beaten 150,000 people.
No, we beat them like a drum. We didn't just beat them. We beat them like a steel drum.
But let me ask you this. Were you worried when it was 1-1?
I was very worried. I was very worried. Like, oh my God, we're going to choke again.
I was just like, when they scored, I'm like, oh, this is going to make it interesting. But yeah, you just knew it was never going to last.
It would have been a gigantic upset.
Absolutely.
And so let's talk about the gigantic upset, because there's already been one.
That's right.
It wasn't a win necessarily. It was a draw.
Yeah.
But how about Cape Verde?
Of course.
Against Spain.
Soccer powerhouse that is Cape Verde gets a draw 0-0 against Spain, who are potentially one of the favorites to win.
They're number 2 ranked team in the world.
Exactly right. But against to be fair, Cape Verde is up there. They're 67th ranked.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
But that's still... There's still way out of the rankings of all the teams.
Yeah.
But the star of the show was the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
40 years old.
Yeah, gotta love that.
Making saves like he's never made before. So,
I am always in favor of the old guys. So knock it out there, Cape Verde. We'll see how it goes with them from here on. But they've, You get a draw against Spain, you've got a shot at going to the next round.
That's right. That's right. I mean, they get one win in the next couple of games. You know, you got Saudi Arabia and Uruguay in that group.
Right.
I mean, they can easily knock off one of those two.
They could.
And you get 4 points, and there's a good potential because there's going to be groups that 3 qualify.
Right.
They could get in.
4 points will get you into the next round.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Right. And then we were talking about the Scottish fans in Boston.
Yeah.
So first of all, John McGinn.
Oh, yeah. Super John
Aston
McGinn.
Villa scores
Yes.
a goal. Congratulations. The Scots are having some fun.
Exactly. And that's the most important thing, because if we analyze from a football standpoint, it's pretty average.
Yeah.
They
barely won that game.
Yeah. Haiti was a good team.
Yeah.
I think Haiti can probably say they were a bit unlucky not to at least get a draw. But, hey, it's all about winning, and that's all that matters. Steve Clark came out and said it. He says, we may have played like rubbish, but we got the 3 points.
That's right.
That's all that matters at this point. So the Scots are happy. They certainly embrace Boston. They're taking it to a whole new level. And congrats to them. Hopefully they can qualify for that next round, and that will be a massive achievement for
That
them.
would be great. That would be the first time ever for
Yeah,
them.
for sure. Yeah.
Australia is another team that looked good. And that's who the U.S. is playing today.
Bit of a surprise, to be
Yeah.
fair. A bit of a surprise to beat Turkey. You know,
Yeah.
I thought Turkey would be a little bit better. And yeah, I wasn't expecting Australia to come out with 2 goals and win that. And I think they were doing a fair bit of defending, but they caught them on the counter, and they did well to do that.
And they were fast. Excuse me. And when did they get that speed? They had that guy up front. I'm actually a little worried about him against the USA.
Yeah, they've got some players. They've got some. I mean, but again, I'm not worried. I mean, USA has the level that they need. They've showed the level now.
Yeah.
They've got to stay at that level.
Yeah. All right.
And maybe even exceed.
We'll see.
Exactly.
All right. So if you're a betting person, the good bet so far is to bet for a draw, because most of the games have ended in draws. We had Netherlands, Japan, Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, Belgium, Egypt, Iran against New Zealand.
Yep.
All ended in draws. So good news, bad news.
Yeah.
Each of those teams has a point. So,
Yeah, that's right.
Those are going to be interesting brackets because of that.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I think yesterday, so this was Monday, we're taping Tuesday, all 4 games were draws.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, for the American in us, we don't like draws, but sometimes that's okay at this point because it's group play. They're kind of posturing for position to see where they go to the next round. So
This happens every World Cup.
yeah, of course.
So, and you know, a buddy of mine is a inveterate gambler.
Okay.
And he always tells me that soccer is a sucker's bet because of the draw. It's like an extra additional thing you have to factor in. So, don't bet, kids.
Yeah.
Don't bet. Don't use those little gadgets in your hand and waste your money. All right, so we are halfway through this first round, which means it's time to do predictions.
Okay.
And I want to ask, big predictions.
All right.
Because we're at the beginning here, more or less. So
Yeah.
these are it's still hard.
Yeah.
What team have you seen or haven't seen yet that you're going to pick as your surprise final 8 team?
Fine. Okay, that's a good one. I would say probably from what I've seen the 2 teams I liked, and I think it was a pretty even game, but I think that this team might go on a little bit of a run. And they're a surprise, but they're not a surprise. I'm going to go with the Netherlands.
Okay.
Because even though they drew with Japan, I thought they played fairly well. They definitely exceeded my expectations.
Right.
They've got they're solid, pretty solid in the back.
Very solid.
Okay. Midfield, they've got some areas there, and then if they can find a way to score some goals, absolutely, I think they can do it. So I would say the Netherlands, and then potentially, if they can get their goal scoring completely moving like they did, Sweden would be another one.
Oh.
Because they've got 2 strikers in Gyökeres and Isaac.
That's true. They do.
Who can score goals. And they both scored. They're off to a good start.
That's good.
So,
I like those picks.
So I see.
I'm going to go with Japan,
Yep.
who played against the Netherlands. I thought they were pretty good. And here's my my African dark horse.
Okay.
Egypt. They look good, and they got a draw against Belgium, who's one of the big teams out there. But also, they have some offense, and it's not just Mo Salah. In fact, Mo Salah is kind of being phased out slowly on that team. So
that's true.
that means they've got some talent.
Yeah, sure. Mamouchi's there. Yeah, he's good. They've got some players. There's no question.
All right, so those are mine. All right, how about the Golden Boot winner? We've got a bunch that have already 2 goals.
Yeah. Balogun's got 2, and Just from, I think he just scored. Just was from New Zealand, right? I think it was. Yeah, he scored a couple. So I think for me, it's either Harry Kane, Erling Haaland. It's one of those 2.
Okay.
And again, I think it depends on how far they go. Harry Kane will score goals.
Yes, he will.
Because he's got 60 already this year.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much a goal a game. So I think he's definitely got to be the favorite. And obviously we know what Erling Haaland can do. If he's open, he's got opportunities. And when you think about it, they've got their first game coming up, and it's not a particularly tough one. They got Iraq, right? So they play them. So I think he might be able to get off to a good start. And sometimes that's what happens. You get 3-4 goals and you maybe get 1 or 2 in the later rounds, and that's good enough. I think 6 normally does it. 6 goals.
Correct.
About wins it.
All right, I've got it. I've got Mbappe winning it just because, and that's kind of a scary pick because there's so many other great players on that team.
Yeah.
But it comes down to penalty kicks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's the one that will take the penalty kicks for France. And he's going to get a couple of cheap because they're floppers.
Yeah.
They'll be flopping.
Fair enough. And that's a good point because I think all the players that take the penalty kicks have a good opportunity to do that. So, even Harry Kane, Erling Haaland, they're typically penalty kick takers as well.
Yeah.
So any of those guys, that gives them another free opportunity. Your strikers should be your top goal scorer.
So you're still picking England as your winner at this point?
It's coming home. We just talked about it, right? 250 years.
Yeah.
It's the destiny, and then for England to win it in America, it's gonna be perfect.
All right, I'm gonna hit the rewind button here and go back 4 years. Who do you think's gonna win, Adam? England. Let's go back in another 4 years. Who's gonna win it? England.
Yes.
We'll go back to 1966, but you weren't born yet.
No. Just underneath it. But I've heard everything about it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, the last time they spoke about 30 years of hurt, that was 1996 in the Euros. That was when the song came out.
Right.
It's coming home. It's been another 30 years since then.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm going to keep on saying it.
Okay. I love the commitment to the shtick.
Yes.
All right. Free Kicks is brought to you by the Illinois Youth Soccer Association.
Illinois Youth Soccer has been proudly serving the Illinois soccer community since 1975 and has a strong history of credibility. Illinois Youth Soccer is a non-profit corporation, official state association, and charter member of the U.S. Soccer Federation, administers U.S. Soccer Federation coaching programs, the Olympic Development Program, and U.S. Soccer Federation referee programs. For more information, go to illinoisyouthsoccer.org.
And now, the latest Chicago area soccer news. Soccer news with Coach Adam.
Yeah, so we got a few things coming. We're excited for our ODP teams to be leaving this weekend. We're heading down to St. Louis. It's going to be toasty.
Yeah, no kidding.
Playing on turf as well, so it's going to be nice and warm. The only frustrating thing is I'm coaching the 2016 boys and girls teams. And guess when my games are? 2 o'clock and 3:20. Oof. You know what time the USA plays? 2 o'clock.
Oh, you're going to miss a USA game.
Yes.
Bummer.
So, but what I am going to do, and you're going to like this, is I'm going to hook up my phone to a speaker, and we're going to do a little World Cup walkout to the Alan Parsons Project.
Oh, the serious eye in the sky.
The Bulls.
From
I think
North Carolina.
I think that's been a great addition. I really do like that, even though we always think of the Bulls.
Right.
And obviously we're in Chicago, but I love that. I love that music.
Yeah,
the Sirius is fantastic. So that's my little thing. So wish all the teams. We've got 25 teams there this weekend.
Wow.
So we're going to be very busy running around. We play Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And parents, I'm going to give you a tip: bring 2 pairs of cleats. Because when you're playing on the heat of
on the turf,
sometimes those shoes melt.
That's true. It's exactly. It's hot. Luckily for my youngest group, we've got some games on the grass, so that's kind of nice.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. So we'll do a little World Cup walkout during the World Cup game to make it kind of fun. But so congrats to those teams, and we're looking forward to working with them this weekend. Coaching education continues. We've got a couple of D licenses, still spots available. Make sure they reach out to me ASAP. Our pre-course meeting starts this week for the first one. So hopefully people, if they need to get hold of me, do so ASAP.
Time now to guess the Premier League star.
Okay. Now, we're going to call it that.
I'm confused.
We're going to call it the Premier League star, but let's make it the World Cup star. I didn't have time to get a new jingle produced.
Okay. Well,
I guess here, I'm going to play this one.
From around the world and into your cup, this is the World Cup Report on Free Kicks.
Okay, so we're guessing a World Cup star.
All right,
what we're doing.
Fair enough. Okay,
and this one is playing in his first World Cup.
Okay,
all right. He has played professionally in Portugal, but that was 10 years ago.
And he's playing in the Premier League now.
No, he's not in the Premier League.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's a World Cup star.
Okay.
No Premier League at all.
All right.
In fact, he's not playing in any other elite league, top 5 league right now.
Okay, so he's probably playing in Saudi Arabia, I would say.
I forgot to look up where he's actually playing because I know you're going to guess this one right away.
Okay.
He's never scored a goal.
Never scored a goal, and he's from Portugal.
No, he has played professionally in Portugal.
Played professionally in Portugal. Never scored a goal.
Never scored a goal.
We don't know where he's playing.
We don't know where he's playing currently. But yesterday, on Monday, he added 5 million followers to his Instagram feed. Or maybe it was the day before. 5 million followers.
Wow.
Because of his...
okay, gotcha. So it was because of what took place. That was our good
correct.
friend, the goalkeeper.
That's it.
So it was the goalkeeper for Cape Verde.
Yes.
And if I could remember his name, I'd be doing really well. So you're going to have to help me. But at least I got the position.
Yeah, it's Vozinha.
Vozinha, of course it is.
Yes, which is...
worldwide name. Now he is.
Portuguese nickname.
Gotcha.
But that's the guy. And I just threw that out there because I knew... we wanted to pay tribute to him.
Yeah.
I also forgot to realize that we would have done that already before we got to this point. But
it's all right. And I kind of talked about him before earlier too. So
that's what I mean.
And you're like, oh crap, he's already got it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but no, he was great. He was fantastic. I mean, a couple of the saves he made was just remarkable.
It's one of those days that he'll remember forever.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like that. Remember. Tim Howard had that game.
Mm-hmm.
Was that
against Brazil? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we still do this even though it's World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Now time for Adam's Weekend Soccer TV Tip.
So which one?
Well, I think we have to watch, even though I'm not going to be watching, you've already seen it, it's the USA's next game, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 o'clock on Friday. We've got to make sure we're there against Australia. That's going to be a big one. Can they continue to produce that type of form in that game? That's going to be the big question.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, they win that. They win the group.
That's right. And you win the group, and you've got a good chance of winning at least one knockout game.
Exactly, because you're going to play a third-place team.
Correct.
A lower-level team.
Yeah.
Good chance of that. So you're in.
It's a big game.
It's a big game. Hopefully everybody can watch it wherever they may be. Big screens everywhere, but that's going to be definitely the game to watch. And then also, for myself, obviously, Wednesday's a big one for England.
Yeah.
They play Croatia. It's not going to be an easy. But they do have Luka Modric. We've got to watch him. He is 63 right now, so he's there. He's a little bit
playing with a broken face.
Exactly. So Croatia's a little bit older, but I'm quietly confident that England can get a good result.
Yeah, I am too. I think England, when push comes to shove, is going to be in the Final Four.
I hope so.
My prediction.
I hope so.
But I'm actually kind of rooting for them in certain ways. I mean, if it's Germany versus England, I'm still going Germany.
Of course.
But if it's England against Portugal, what, I'm going to root for Portugal?
Yeah.
Please.
And to be fair, I think Germany's got a shot of running, doing well too. They still, Rudiger still hasn't played yet.
Right.
And he's an absolute rock in the back. So after that result, I think they're going to cruise through the group, and then they'll get a nice, easy draw, and they'll be in the final 16. So anything can happen after that.
Yeah, boy, the final 16 is going to be so great.
Yeah,
it's going to be so great. Mm-hmm. I just love this tournament so much.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how you can watch it and not love it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, like you said, everybody's doing less work.
Yeah, that's right.
And everything moves around. We had training yesterday for some of our ODP teams. We got it again tonight. And they're like, how's everybody doing? It's like, oh, man, I can't believe we've got to be here. I'm missing games. So it's like, it's that type of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're getting prepared. But yeah, the whole world really does stop sometimes when we're watching these games.
And let me just say this as a request to the listeners. If you see any other foreigners talking great things about America, things that you take for granted, send them in to me, because I'm kind of tracking that.
Absolutely.
We'll have some fun with that. All right, Free Kicks is brought to you by Green White Soccer Club, celebrating our 70th anniversary this year. Got some sad news last night. We lost one of our founders, Mutz Kramer, one of my dad's best friends, passed away, 91 years old.
Wow.
But he was a former president of the club, and we want to, extend our condolences to the family.
Yep.
He was a great guy. But if you are interested in joining this club with this incredible history, you go to greenwhitesoccer.org. All right, people to thank. We need to thank our executive producer, Tony Lasano, with Opie Shows. Also, thank you to Ed Silla with the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Great Talk Radio isn't dead. It just moved to a better place, radiomisfits.com. And we'll be back again. Now, are you going to be in town next week?
I will be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll be back again next week with a brand new episode of
Free Kicks.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at radiomisfits.com. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
What is the deal with all these little liquor bottles?
Yesterday was my sister's birthday, and as Germans, I just thought it would be fun to buy a bunch of little ones. And as it turns out, I bought too many.
Did you just go to the closeout aisle and just grab a bunch of bottles?
No, so I went to Binny's last night, and I bought 30 of these. And I bought a jar of cherries, because I occasionally like to make Manhattans. And the lady at Binny's looks at me and goes, well, you're going to have some fun tonight. She said to me, I just have one quick question. What's the deal with the cherries? How do you use the cherries? I said, you have no idea. This is going to be wild. Listen to Minutia Men on Spotify, opishows.com, or wherever you find podcasts. Just search for Radio Misfits.